20-year-old me was fierce. That pain feels real.
You came here sooner than I expected, Kalapuna. I knew you would come.
Kumar. Finally, see you again.
I miss you dearly too, my child. I hope you've been doing well while I was away. Hope you're happy with the surroundings I set. I always find it enjoyable here. A place full of memories. And perfect for small talks.
I'd rather you suffered, miss.
Ah, someone is having a worse attitude these days. There's no need to look around, kid. I already had a few years of experience in the field before you started your research. And one of the most basic skills one has to master in the meditator's realm is to cover up the traces of reality.
Even so, you didn't even think about creating a starry sky for yourself here.
That would be unnecessary. You can see it any time outside this realm if you like.
Why did you invite me here?
I know you've put in a lot of efforts. I understand the difficulty within and sympathize with you, Kalapuna. I always do, just like what I did with my younger brother. By the way, that letter has been delivered to him safely, I assume? You're smart enough not to bring the Vishnu statue with you. Did somebody kindly remind you not to do that? Never mind, that's not helpful.
I don't understand. Why involve him?
Maybe I was being vindictive out of hatred, like you said. After all, they precluded me from doing anything even before I give it a try. Although my misfortune was not my brother's doing, there's no one else left in the family to take my anger. So ask me now. Ask me anything you wish to know. I can tell you everything. What you're curious about, what you're confused about, anything you can't work out in your little brain, I can explain it all.
Hasn't the idea that I might locate you bothered you for even a second?
Locate me? You are still as naive as a child, my Kalapauna. You little dummy Ulu. That is simply impossible.
This is the first time you doubt my capability.
No, why would I do that? Of all the students, you are the only child who is smart enough to follow my steps this far. You just don't have time on your side and need a better mindset in dealing with the unexpected. I've tried to teach it to you. Remember those impromptu speeches I asked you to give? Those were good practice.
Don't have... What do you mean?
Perhaps you have put too much stock in the idea that I will rely on Manus Vindictae in this. Instead, I trust myself more than them. and of course, I also trust you. What's more, they were never good enough for me. But luckily, I have never been a real arcanist or a real human, only pretending to be either of them when necessary. I can easily act like an arcanist to gain their trust, just like I could act like a human when I was teaching at Venner. What are you staring at? Take it if you're interested. What? You thought it is the key to cracking the meditator's realm, like the stone statues earlier? Though it is too late for hints, there is one thing I have to remind you of. You didn't catch up to the real me, nor did you improve the situation by entering the realm. You chased me all the way here, chased the hope of winning against me, but you only helped me complete my plan. The moment you entered the realm, the last step of my plan was done.
I completed what?
As you know, exerting influence on reality through the meditator's realm is challenging. After all, this realm is like the shadow of its real counterpart, a reflection of reality. I went to a lot of trouble, even wasted a statue, to finally stick out a corner of the shadow over the boundary of the two worlds.
You mean the statue in the cave?
Yes. What I needed was an outside-in force to break the realm, which is almost unbreakable from the inside. A mirror can reflect objects, but there's nothing it could do to itself. It can only be shattered into pieces by people not from the reflection, but reality. Whenever there is a shooting star streaking across the sky of this realm, an equally beautiful star will fall on the real Earth. And guess what? You are the force I'm looking for.
No. How? So the fluctuation I detected, the energy of the celestial body felt by the Foundation girl, are just false alert?
Oh no. I have to admit, that young girl was not part of my plan. But at least you are on the right track about what happened. If anything is to blame, it's your ego. You were trying to win, but not by saving people. The idea of proving yourself to me outweighed their lives. You must be wondering, how could she lay such a trap with her insignificant arcane power? She can barely lift a lump of clay. She must have had the Manus Vindictae on her side to help. All that being said, you don't have to feel yourself to be a lesser version of me. You're still my best student, my best colleague, and my strongest rival. Well, with some room to improve. Even this time, you didn't lose the game for lack of wits, but for the fact that I know you a bit better than you know me. And I simply have more experience hunting a prey.
You and the Manus, I've never thought that. That means if I didn't enter the realm to see you,
then things are going to be tricky for me. You would be enjoying a happy Deepa festival, while I would be crying in a dark corner nobody knows of.
Why? Why would you?
Well, time's up. Remember to ask the most important question first next time, chap. Don't thank me for that suggestion, and don't think too much of my kindness. I didn't explain all these things for your sake. I told you everything because only by doing so can I enjoy the victory to its fullest. Your desperation is a good prize for me. You know I have a bad taste for entertainment. Go back to the Deepa festival. At least there's one good thing left for you. You will get to see that beautiful shooting star with your own eyes, just like I will. Alfida.
My ankle hurts no more. She's been in there for 4 minutes, 26 seconds. Is this a reasonable length of time? I remember I once learned about the ideal time length for meditation in one of the elective classes. What's more, she's holding her breath underwater.
When there is only one way to the destination, you have no choice but to take it. You have to force yourself to take that painful step, and then blame yourself for being such a desperate fool to move and lose balance. But the silver lining is just a stagger on the solid ground. And you will eventually regain your footing.
Oh, Miss Calabona!
Leave here. Now. And get everyone. I'm the one to blame. Damn it. I'm such a fool. I should have known that I'm not a match for Kumar. Keep telling myself I did all these things to save the people, to save the village. Turns out it was me fighting against a dummy she set up. I messed up everything for everyone. I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. If I were more sensible and just left this path, this stupid doubt trap, nothing would have turned out this way.
Oh, is that how you see it? I assume you think it is this way because you have failed in the mission and thus feel depressed and indulge yourself in some negative thinking. Which is totally understandable. Blaming it all on yourself, telling yourself you will be the only one to suffer the consequence so as to alleviate the guilt. Or you didn't understand what I said to you earlier at all.
What?
You have to stop at Kalabona. Remember what I said? You don't have to feel bad for trusting people. And here's another piece. Don't blame yourself for being brave. What did she tell you? You were a fool and you ruined everything? Come on. Both of us know this is not the case. Brave or reckless, prudent or cowardly. Comments like these could be predictions, but most of the time are hindsight. The good news is, we still have time to change that. You know what kind of bears the hunters fear the most? The ones which were once trapped, but eventually got away. Nobody can remain a predator forever. We don't know what will happen in the next encounter. What's more, life is a long fight where we outsmart one opponent and get outsmarted by the other. That's the wisdom of nature. Bears eat salmon, wolves eat rabbit, but eventually, bears or wolves, their skin will become our blankets. A tiger might have strength, yet a rat also has its wits. You don't need to defeat her to validate your victory. You can win this war another way, a way to your advantage. When will the wrestling between a fisherman and a fish begin? When the fish bites the bait. So, if you still have some strength left in you to get back on your feet and think straight, that'd be most helpful. After all, I don't think we have the time for another round of meditation.
The last time I wiped my face with this, I was wrestling with my mom. Kumar. She broke the boundary between the meditator's realm and reality through me. I'm afraid the falling star will arrive early.
What? There's no other ways to stop her then?
There might be a way to stop her by locating her in person. but I didn't spot any clue in the realm. And now,
We are in a dangerous situation. Almost as urgent as the time when Rama was facing the arrow knocked to a full bow. Instead of getting caught up in nostalgia, we should take action and protect what can be saved.
The estimated arrival time of the Foundation backup is 6 a.m. It will be too late if the meteor really falls early. We need a shelter that can withstand the impact. Also, we have to gather all the villagers. And... In the field training, the instructor also told us to...
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. I know the way better. Besides, Shadja is not back yet. If anything happens to she, I will not forgive myself I say those words.
I'm staying.
Huh?
If I can calculate the range of damage of the comet, we may retreat to a safe location. Every rat has its day. And this rat is doing her best.
Don't put on a face like that. You're not some rat. I can tell. You are the tiger cub. In the meantime, let's not forget, the real rat is still out there looking smug. Watch out for the things I knock off. I didn't do it on purpose.
Keep the sample. A new hypothesis.
An eye for an
Wow.
eye.
Behold,
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
Please live up to my expectations, colleagues.
Liam,
Huh.
a good point.
A tooth for a tooth.
Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea. Wow. Huh.
A new hypothesis.
Pitch. Easy job. Please live up to my expectations, colleagues.
Calculating distance.
My apologies.
An
Don't feed
academic
me.
question.
Wow.
A good point. Limited scale, infinite lines.
Pitch. Easy job. Just a reminder. Watch your steps. Huh.
A new hypothesis.
Mind the machines on the ground. Bang.
Huh? It's already over?
We are safe as long as they can't find us. Miss Georgia, I'm scared. Relax, Gina. Remember what Pati and Dada said? Just wait here and they will be back soon. Your brother is also helping them out. But those monsters are terrifying. Even Matta. Martha just passed out. Don't worry. She will...
साले! कमीने राक्षस! गंदे कीड़े! पिताजी, अभी भी बहुत सारे हैं। इतने बुज़दिल मत बनो राज, मत बनो। यकीन नहीं होता कि हमें एक इंसान, लड़की के सहारे की जरूरत पड़ रही है। लानत है हम पे। पिताजी, ध्यान से।
सर, आपके पीछे।
Oh boy, that was close. Miss Shirja, I admire you for your courage, but this is getting a bit too nerve-wracking.
Miss Shirja.
Kanjira? Wait, how did you find this place?
Sorry, Miss Shirja. I should not is mad at you. That scares me so.
Sorry. Couldn't control myself and my body just...
हाँ? रुको बच्चे। निहात, तुम तो शर्मा जी के बेटे हो।
अरे, आप तो तिकाल चाचा है ना? कितने अरसे हो गए आपसे मिले हुए?
तुम कैसे?
तिकाल चाचा, बहुत बातें होंगी, पर इस वक्त नहीं। इस जगह एक उल्कापिंड गिरेगा। इसके प्रभाव से एक विशाल गड्ढा बन जाएगा और तो और वो उल्कापिंड यहाँ पर फाउंडेशन के कोई सहायता पहुँचने से पहले आ गिरेगा। पर आप लोग सबसे ज्यादा खुशकिस्मत हैं क्योंकि हम सबसे पहले आप लोगों को ढूंढ पाए हैं। चलिए तिकाल चाचा, मेरे घर पर चल के पता करते हैं। आपको हमारे घर का रास्ता याद है ना?
क्या वो जला हुआ पुराना घर? सवाल ही नहीं उठता, कभी नहीं।
फिर तो आपको मुझे माफ करना पड़ेगा चाचा। आप हमारे साथ ही जाएंगे, भले मुझे आपको बंद कर खींच के ले जाना पड़े।
नहीं, क्या नालायक!
All right. I'm glad to see that you're fine, Miss Shurja. We are in dire need of a helping hand.
Miss Shirja, I remember you know this place well.
Yes, I do.
We need to transfer everyone here, humans and arcanists, to a safe place.
And you're the best person to do that.
Alright, I'll do whatever I can as long as it helps.
Wish my father could see this. Isn't she a lot more reliable than I am? Told the old man a million times that humans make more decent work partners than arcanists.
Hurry up, you people! You can chat later!
I hear you. Shurja, please briefly tell us what the neighborhood is like. We need to pick up everyone in the town as soon as possible. We need to find the quickest way to do it and avoid all the enemies on the way. Hey, relax. We can't run away from them. We will just run over them.
What interesting accident will happen next?
The Balahas live near the village entrance. The fastest way there. Oh, and Auntie Sitar. She lives at,
Look! There are some road signs ahead! Which way should we go, Miss Shirja?
Hey, people. That rumbling noise sounds like giant rocks rolling downhill. Those guys are catching up.
Aha! Don't worry, just speed up with Kanjira! Ahead! Yes! My intuition has never failed me!
Wow. Huh.
A good point.
Please live up to my expectations, colleagues. Wow. Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea.
this is the fastest route. The last house is right there. But
Woohoo! This is living my wildest childhood dream!
Hold tight, people! We are going to sway! Ugh! These things are black and noisy. Can I just run over them? What? Of course not! A car will not cause any damage to these arcane monsters!
Seems like we have to fight. I hope this is the last trouble we have to deal with. We are running out of time.
off that one.
A new hypothesis. A good point.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
The benefits of field mapping. Behold.
My apologies. Don't beat me.
A new hypothesis.
Huh.
A good point. Confirm the coordinates.
1, 2, 3. Okay, all are here. We got everyone.
The gas pedal is more heavy.
ओ अंकल तका वहाँ बहुत भीड़ है हाँ मैं यहाँ से केवल आपकी पगड़ी देख सकता हूँ मुझे डर है कि आपको अभी इसे सहना होगा आखिरकार आप बहुत बार पहले वक्त थे ये जल्द ही खत्म हो ही जाएगा क्योंकि हमारे पास एक उत्कृष्ट युवक ड्राइवर है यात्रा खत्म हो सकती है लेकिन इसमें अधिक समय नहीं लगेगा
Huh? It's already over?
How is everything now?
Well, it's going smooth. The young people and tourists left as soon as I persuaded them. Only the old and the children are left here. It's not that easy for them to move, and...
Hey! You promised to give me half of it. Now what? The boss cannot keep her own promise?
I do most messenger work. More food for more work.
These kids were abandoned and driven away by humans. I'm glad to see Kanjira get along with them.
If she could enjoy life like this. No, nothing. You just reminded me of my mother. Shurja, perhaps people like you are the key to saving all of us. I just observed it again. The figures are showing a grim picture. Luckily, I've worked out the specific range of damage. As long as we can get out of this radius, there will be no casualties. As for other losses, they are beyond my ability to cover.
The airship of the Foundation is on the way. At least our water supply is secured for now. But the problem is, at such a distance.
The distance. Even if we follow the straight line, it is impossible for us with the elders and the children to get out of it within hours.
Why? We are getting so close to success! If only we could go underground!
Underground? Wait! I remember my old man told me about an emergency tunnel leading to the forest on the mountain. Its entrance is right here, beneath the floor of this very room.
A tunnel?
He told me this, hoping that one day I will take over his responsibility to look after the village. If I remember it correctly, that forest, which is also the exit of this tunnel, is right outside the impact area.
That's great. In the tunnel, even if we don't make it to the forest in time, we can still avoid the damage.
But... problem is, there's a gate to the tunnel. Now, just for the record, I'm only quoting my old man. It is a gate which only opens to the leader who has earned his people's trust.
Oh, open sesame! We is going real treasure hunting this time.
Oh, well, my father's version was hardly as exciting as Open Sesame. I didn't believe him even as a child. I tried to open it by force many times. Well, it never worked. My old man was telling the truth. Things would be problematic for us. Because I don't think I can get that gate open. Firstly, I've never wanted to be a leader. And speaking of the people's trust, how do you think those cursing old men in the yard will feel about me?
Even so. We will open that gate. Even if we have to smash it with our bare fists.
I'm not sure if you were being sarcastic.
It's the best way in the current situation.
Watch your steps.
So the spirit shaman told us is truly useless.
What did I say? This is never the gate for me to open.
मैं जानता था कि तू हम सबको लेके डूबेगा शर्मा के लौंडे तू अपने परिवार की रक्षा नहीं कर सकता तो दूसरों की रक्षा कैसे करेगा
हे भगवान हमारी प्रार्थना सुन के हमारे लिए कोई मार्गदर्शक भेज दे
इतने सालों इंसानों के भरोसे रख के हमने कहा
You.
बकवास बंद करो सब। All you talk about is protect family and stuff. Give me a break. And you.
Me?
Yes, you.
What about me?
You love talking, don't you? Now you go dumb? Big guy, can't defend yourself? I just don't understand. You feel bad. You say it. Why is you afraid? You don't owe them. See? You talk and you shut them up. Why don't you do this earlier? We need to focus on the most important thing. It's Open Sesame story. In the story, only the most smart and wise people can open it. Why do you hesitate now?
Little one, you think I'm the smartest and wisest person?
No.
Oh.
But why ask me? It is your gate. My answer don't matter. Their answer don't matter too. That's why I said you should shut them up. There will be a gate for me, and I will open it my way. I'm the one to decide how to open my gate. My spell will be longer and cooler than some Open Sesame. I'm not jealous, you.
Interesting. Looks like Dad was right. I'm not qualified to be a leader. Thanks, kid. Anyway, times have changed. Forget the spell. लेकिन ये मैं हूँ जो जहाँ करा हूँ ना कि वो. Screw it. I have no idea what my father once promised you. In fact, I have no interest in what your old heads think. लेकिन दरवाजे को खोलने के मेरा तरीका क्या है? And the one standing right here, right now, is me, not another Sharma. That is to say... Oh, turns out the gate is much more fragile than I thought.
I'll smash that door open, even if it takes the other arm of mine.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. So cool!
I guess you didn't see that coming.
To tell the truth, I had prepared myself to bounce off from that closed gate, like what had happened many times when I was a kid. But wow! See how I burst it open? That was cool!
ho, ho! Ha! Ha!
So in the end, my dad was just telling nonsense to a kid. Those so-called profound teachings, like one needs adequate strength or a sense of responsibility. Those were too abstract for a kid to understand. That's indeed his style.
But in the end, the door was opened. That's for sure. That's a good ending for a story. At least 1,000,000 times better than mine.
You have a long way to go before reaching the end. But I'd say you're in a much better place now than you were in the beginning. It's good progress. Trust me. He who only stays behind a closed door will turn away many things, including a chance to survive.
All right. Best roast rabbit ever. Mr. Jha, you have the first bite.
A person with no family, yet radiates the warmth of family to others. If only Kumar had the slightest warmth from someone. Maybe such an absurd thing would have never happened.
I doubt she's upset about what happened. Maybe she has found herself a good seat to enjoy this dance of Shiva.
That's true. She's the kind of person who always finds herself the best seat to watch the show.
But I'm curious. Tell me, did she, say anything bad about me?
That was not a part of a conversation. She just admitted that she was being vindictive. Maybe I was being vindictive out of hatred, like you said. Like you said, the realm can never extract every word I've said. It's theoretically impossible. How? Where did she hear that part?
Hello, world. It's my pleasure to meet you, my fellow.
Hi there. I am Manli. I saw...